What?
Let's pack this baby up and go.
All right. Nice new tents.
You have the
This
lens
is-
cap off on that, Tom?
I do. Yeah. Yeah. You know, nothing worse than doing an entire trip with the lens cap on, and then just have a blank screen to show everybody, which is probably much to their relief, actually.
Yeah, we should probably take the date thing off. I had them.
It's packing night.
So what are you taking a picture of this for?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
They,
Little
yeah,
stompers.
and actually my staff brought me this as a gift.
Put them on your head.
All right. Are those earmuffs or what?
We're wearing down here. This is, I don't know if you can see this with the light, but this is, you know, since I am going to the Arctic, they knew that I would need to have a fur-lined Speedo. And, so anyhow, that should work pretty good. I think so anyway. Wait.
Hey, Jim!
Strap.
All right.
Sorry.
All right.
You got to do this like
Okay.
you're.
No packing wenches. All right. The wenches may pack, but we may not pack the wenches.
No packing winches?
No.
No, Jim, you can't take her with you. She's got to stay behind.
Well, she does weigh a lot.
Yeah. Sunday night. We're supposed to be leaving tomorrow morning, but they've told us now that we're probably going to be getting on this plane tonight. So we're frantically trying to get everything packed up. Feel like it's sardine yet, guys?
Sardines?
Sardines? You like sardines, don't you?
The sardine flight?
Yeah. This
I
is
like
air.
it.
This is Air Sardinia.
Kind of like a gin and tonic, if they.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the stewardess will be along shortly. She's just dealing with the first-class passengers.
No, isn't that the way it always is?
She's giving massages though.
Take your patches or your pills. Good luck.
You stay seated until the aircraft has come to a halt. Guess we're backing in.
Wow.
Well done.
Nice job, you guys.
Give it a second, we'll open that door. You guys can do whatever you want. Yeah, left.
Here we are at Wholdaia Lake. 7:30 in the evening and the sun's still high in the sky. What's going on in that tent over there? In the
This would be the Dubawnt Diner and Tavern, and we're just getting here early for happy hour.
All right.
And Dave is making a minor repair to the strap of the Wanigan, and we're trying to figure out where the heck we are in the tundra. A bunch of black flies and it's up here in the corner.
Okay. Are they going to be part of dinner, or are we going to just save those for later?
They're just hanging out.
Yeah.
They're chilling just like us, enjoying the shade.
Low down payment with low monthly payments. We can have you in here, and by the end of the day.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Would this be suitable for a family?
I can see this is the kind of place where a person would want to settle down and raise a family. Look at the view. What a beautiful view.
You suppose a guy could, I suppose it's a fixer-upper, huh?
Well, yeah, don't you think so?
Needs a little work?
Yeah, I'd say so.
What kind of appliances are we talking about here?
Some of these timbers in here, though, are very old. People pay a lot of money for these timbers.
Really?
Yeah. That wouldn't be included. That would be included in the purchase price.
Huh.
The doldrums, watching the fish rise.
Little feeding frenzy going on.
Oh, there's one there.
Five o'clock on our second day on the Dubawnt. Second day? I guess it's our third day. How do you count? Second day of paddling, right? Yep. So it's the third day of the trip? That's cool. Okay.
I don't know how you want to call it.
Tundra TV live on the Dubawnt River.
All right.
About that back home.
Don't tell anybody that he has talent.
Okay, actually we missed that. I'm trying to get my signals. Okay, here we go. Black dot means record. Well, this works pretty good.
What's that?
This works pretty well. You can actually focus through the plexiglass.
Cool. Hi, Mom.
Send money for soapstone in Baker Lake.
So far we are right on the right river. This is the Dubawnt River, early July. I think it's our third or fourth day of paddling, and we're cruising along.
Okay, is it 3 or 4? You got to know these things. I mean, you're our leader.
Let me think once. This is the third day that we've been paddling, but we came in the night of July 6th.
Right.
That's right.
All right. My confidence is improving.
That's good. And we're going that way. We're heading north.
Okay.
Heading north. You got the sun behind you, almost directly overhead. And it's a beautiful day out in the subarctics of Canada.
You got it.
Explore the
Partner.
I can't speak for him.
You can't.
No.
Boat over there.
We're just discussing manly things.
Manly things.
How much better
So in other words, this is what you do all day long.
Yeah. we're just discussing how it couldn't be any. The paddling conditions could not be any better than what we had so far, unless we had a cloud cover and it was about 60 degrees, and then some other things too.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the...
Here we are. It's 10 o'clock at night. Still totally light. Everybody's starting to pack it in. They've gone to bed. Trying to get some sleep. It's totally calm.
We have lemonade together. See?
Okay.
And then,
Equal parts?
just about.
Okay, good.
We have some provolone cheese that's looking a little worse for wear. It's been in the food pack, sort of in the corner there, getting mushed together. It's sort of spreadable right now, I think. We have a suddenly salad with some cans of white crab meat in it.
Wow.
It should be pretty good, I think.
Right.
We're going to chop up some onions and some cheese and put that in there.
Good.
Suddenly salad. And we have some salty snack. And a little bit of Parmesan. And perhaps a little bit of chocolate for dessert.
All right. Sounds like a well. There we go.
The first course will be some black bean soup. As if we really haven't had enough legumes on this trip, and the black bean soup is sort of to bring our quotient back up to normal.
What's that? The flatulence quotient?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I noticed it was a little less windy today.
Right. You're familiar with the flatulence quotient.
I am. Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of those must-haves on the on canoe trips.
Yeah. Well, the explorers originally packed a lot of beans, and we try to emulate them.
Right. Well, it helps to have a tailwind.
Come over here once and we'll take a look at what's inside the jars.
All right.
Ooh, taster's choice.
Hang on, let me see you open it. Oh,
Actually, you can.
wow, there's a lot in here.
Okay, this is donated by Todd and Lucky. Best of wishes, July 15th, 2001. I have been an admirer of JB Tyrell, and this stop at Cairn Point has significant meaning for me. I hope some dedicated soul could locate a copy of JB's notes that he originally left here to allow us to rediscover them here at Cairn Rock. I close now with thanks to my canoeing partner Lucky. We wish all fellow travelers good fortune throughout their river trip. May the winds be low and the fishing great. Thanks to the women at home to allow us to be here. We remember our families back home and how important they are to us. Lucky wants to say to tell the whole world who passes by this place that he appreciates his loved ones, including family and friends, and sends his best wishes to them. If things work out, he said, 1793, Joseph Burr Tyrell, DCL, built a small cairn at this spot and left a Union Jack flying overhead. The Tyrell brothers, Joseph Burr and James W., were exploring the area from Lake Athabasca to Hudson Bay via the Chipman, Wolverine, Dubawnt, and Thelon rivers and Chesterfield Inlet for the Geological Survey of Canada. J.D. Tyrell was born in Toronto, Ontario in 1858 and died in 1956 at the age of 99. We are the first Canadian team, 5 Canadians and 1 Swede, to retrace this historic route since the original canoe journey of 1893. Our team includes the first women to have traveled this canoe route, including Fred Gaskin, 3 Forest Road, Cambridge, Galt, Ontario, Stefan Svedberg,
Was that Guelph, Ontario?
G-A-L-T it looks like.
Oh, Galt. Okay.
Stefan Svedberg from Manigatagan, and somebody in Sweden. Jack Purchase, Susie Purchase, Gretchen Schneider, and Katie Hayhurst. It says they left, I think Steve read this part, we left Uranium City on June 30th, 1974 and arrived at Cairn Point yesterday, July 22nd, so they're a month into their trip already.
Wow.
Anticipate arriving at Baker Lake on or about August 16th and will leave Baker Lake August 18th. This is the year they met O'Hara at, I think they all met in Baker Lake that year.
This is a letter from congratulating.
What? Pierre Trudeau?
Yeah,
Signed by him?
I'm delighted to extend warmest greetings to the first Canadian team of canoeists to retrace the original route discovered by Tyrell brothers in 1893. Though almost 100 years have passed since that historic journey, a sense of timelessness touches on us when we re-enter the wilderness. More than any other kind of travel, a canoeing expedition strips and purifies one rapidly, inescapably. The mind is freed from its useless of baggage from its petty preoccupations, and when one returns to civilization, it is with a heightened sense of what it means to be a child of nature. No wonder he got elected president. He got away with our daily lives. May you...
He just died of cancer a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he liked to canoe.
73, it rendered the portages from the font.
Spent the summer working east of Barlow Lake for Canex Aerial Exol Ltd. Vancouver. Will not be back. Rocks are interesting, but nothing of economic interest. Mark Weiss, party something or other here. So nothing of economic interest here.
All right.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Call that one a little bit bony?
Just
Our side is a little bit bushy. Got a lot of line tail out.
Oh, I wondered really. Thank you.
Caribou is this year. I think it gives it the extra special flavor.
Oh yeah?
No, it's tasty. It's kind of lemony.
All right.
And Conrad is reeling in a Laker. This looks like dinner for us, if we can just get it in. Assisted by Steve. Well, that ought to work.
That's not a bad fish.
Nope.
So,
Just don't hook yourself.
No.
Here we are, just above Dubawnt Lake. The last final set of rapids.
There you go.
July 17th, we stopped for lunch. We're gonna have a little shore lunch, and Jeff just reeled in a nice looking Laker. Oh, Jeff, that's a nice looking fish. Look at that. Lunch, doing a little fishing. Jeff just caught a beautiful lake trout. We're gonna have a fish fry here, a little shore lunch. As soon as we catch a few more fish, we're fairly confident we'll be able to do that. It's been a good morning. We're just upstream from Dubawnt Lake. We haven't had trouble with wind yet, but it's fairly windy right now, so we're taking advantage of this last rapids before we do a big long paddle across the lake.
Jim's putting on his secret weapon.
What's his secret weapon?
It's so secret he's not even sure what it is.
Pulling in a little grayling for us.
Really? Yeah. Look. They're so big up here.
Here we are in the Dubawnt Early Sail, hoping that we don't get caught up in any shipping traffic or anything like that. We're aiming for a snowbank on the other side of the lake. Well, we're getting closer every minute.
Is that here on the left? Is that it right there?
Yeah.
That must be because it's the first time I saw it.
Well, it's perfectly in line with where our wind direction's going, so.
See any grizzly bears on it?
There's several actually. One for each of us. Guys,
2.4 miles per hour. We're about to, we're just short of 63 degrees north. Yeah.
a small island on Dubawnt Lake. Looks like the ice has just gone out. Everybody's taking advantage of having this big chunk of ice on the edge of the island. There's a good chance to stop for a break after a couple hours of paddling. Here we are, right along the pack ice, about 3 miles from shore. Dubawnt Lake. This is our first night on, or second night on Dubawnt Lake, I guess. We got chased across because there's a couple of grizz, or 3 grizz that live just across the strait from us here. We found another great campsite.
Must be around there somewhere.
It's already flying.
Looks like she's getting pissed.
Got a peregrine falcon here that we're going to go have a look.
That hurts when those falcons hit you inside the head about 180 miles an hour.
This is the rapids at the head of Dubawnt Canyon that we're just getting ready for our portage here in the next few minutes, trying to avoid carrying it any further than we have to. We're just going to do the bump and grind down this right shoreline until we get to a point where we can't go any further.
Gotta go over your head. Here you go.
Alright, we've just lugged all our gear up the hill here, getting ready to portage the Dubawnt Canyon. Set up our flags so that we can find where we've stored all our stuff when we come back. Maybe dragging our stuff across the tundra. This is the beginning of the canyon. See the standing waves. So we've got to fall right along the top of this ridge. We'll end up dragging our canoes. Dave, any words of wisdom for the wilderness traveler? Nothing like pack your own Sherpa or something?
Pack lighter.
Pack lighter, yeah.
Pack lighter. Turkey and dressing as well. So
Turkey and dressing for dinner. Wow.
we try to cater to all creeds and other sorts of eating habits.
Okay, good. All right. So what do you think of this campsite?
Oh, this is great. We got a landing strip right here. We have a great view. Sort of a mixture between the Grand Canyon, Antarctic, and a gravel pit.
And a gravel pit. Okay. And your backyard.
Yep.
All right. Good deal. All right. Field time on the Dubawnt River.
Dubawnt River Canyon.
Yes. Woo.
Cheers.
Are we pooped or what?
We're getting there.
I'll just kind of put them there.
We ride the last little bit of rapids down to the lake. We're all relieved to be here. It's the last little bit that we have to do. Do we get a road report?
Well, it's July 22nd. Over the last week, we've paddled for 4 days and we've portaged for a day and a half. We did a 2-mile portage. We started yesterday around noon, just after a couple of our esteemed members took a short little swim. And we made 3 or 4 trips across the portage, camped about halfway last night. We did the last 3/4 of a mile this morning. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon and we're standing on ice right along the Dubawnt River at Grant Lake. Grant Lake is still frozen. It appears to be, in some places, maybe 10 feet deep and securely anchored to the bottom. Some of it is undercut, and every once in a while we hear a big chunk of undercut ice caving off, kind of like a glacier. And we're just sitting here enjoying the cool. It's really comfortable standing here on the glacier.
We have our local glaciologist who's just been flown in for a special edition of Tundra TV. So how do you explain why the snow is still here?
It's damn cold up here.
Is that right?
Yep.
In the summertime or just in the wintertime?
Both, actually. And,
Really?
You know, really, really cold in the wintertime and not so cold in the summertime, but cold enough to keep the ice, obviously.
Okay.
That's the simple explanation.
Yeah. At what temperature do the black flies go away, do you figure?
They don't, actually. They're always there in some form, and it's just they don't bug you as much when it's really cold.
All right.
Well, you're right. You got me there. I have it.
You know, I love taking these scenes where a fly kind of walks across the lens as you're taking pictures. All right, here we are at Canoe Point. Unloading after a hard day on the water and land.
Harder day on the land.
Yep. Setting up the bug tent so we get dinner on the road.
So what you doing, Conrad?
Here's our big monster fish here
Okay.
coming in. Look at the size of the dorsal fin on him. He's right.
Oh, he's over there.
He's coming in.
Pretty heavy guy, huh?
Big guy.
Is that a keeper?
You ever had a fish on like that, Conrad?
Never had a fish this big.
What kind of fish is it?
I'd have to say that'd be a lake trout.
Drink for it.
He doesn't like that.
No.
I'm gonna grab him next time he comes in.
Keep your rod tip up.
You can see the lure there.
This could be a Dubawnt River record.
That's pretty big. Oh yeah, that's a big fish.
20.
Holy cow.
Oh, he's a dandy.
Oh my goodness. Check this out.
Boy, that's a big old hog.
Woo. Check that out. Look up once.
What do you think of that, Conrad?
That is a fish and a half.
It's worth the price of admission, isn't it?
Oh man, here, let's get that hook out of it.
Let him go then.
Yeah. You didn't get my camera, huh?
How do you make it oh, there we go.
Okay, here we go.
Turn it,
There, let's give him a kiss.
He's a slippery.
I love my fish.
Okay, he's got to go in.
yeah.
So guys, are you bug free in there or what?
Oh yeah.
Are you?
Come on in, it's nice.
As long as you keep your Ben's bugger.
In the pack that's in Jeff's canoe. We can eat those toaster things too.
Yeah, there's only 4 of these. Right, they were leftovers. I mean, I just
They're all
tossed them
black
in.
flies. We're at Canoe Point. It's raining flies this morning.
They may be in the barrel, Jim.
We are up on Canoe Point. We just hiked up to the top of the ridge and you can see where we've camped right off that point there. See for miles around. That's where we came from, where all that ice was, or is now. This is still.
A hunting blind or something.
Yeah? Lee figures that this pile of rocks here is a hunting blind of some sort. We've seen a couple of caribou up here anyway. One last night, obviously up here escaping the black flies, and then one that Dave just scared up, a small cow. Yeah?
The bugs just stay downwind.
Fire right in here.
Mm-hmm.
Put the pot right across there.
Yeah.
Or roast meat. The tent ring around it. There's all kinds of little bones around here.
So they would have had that fireplace inside the tent then?
In that case, yep.
Where are we?
We are on the north end of Marjorie Lake. It's about 9 o'clock, and we stopped for dinner to eat the lake trout that Conrad caught this afternoon in a wonderful wild rice chowder that Jim prepared in the bug tent. The Dubawnt Diner and Tavern was fully operational for a little while, and we're just kind of poking our way north. We picked up a few flying companions. We are now members of the Dubawnt River Frequent Flyer Club, along with millions of black flies, which are joining us for the final paddle to our camp, which is just about a mile ahead. And we're trying to enjoy this evening. There's a beautiful sun. I guess you can't really call it a sunset, but it is starting to go down. The 13th and 8 is August.
This is 13.2, 13.3.
No, it could be depths or something. It's on that side too.
80-87.53.
Top of the Twin Peaks on Dubawnt River, otherwise known as Marjorie's Memories, or Nunvaut Knockers, because there's two of them that look right the same, side by side. This gives you an idea what kind of country we've been canoeing through. We got some nookshooks on top of the one mountain. Dave's scanning the horizon for wildlife. I'd seen a muskox a little bit earlier up the valley, right up where that snowfield is, right there. I was in a real hurry to get out of the way. Going to have a portage in our near future. Lee and Dave decided that the quickest way is the shortest way, so they're going to go vertical instead of around.
This is a seldom seen lining job where they go straight uphill.
That's right. Now this could be part of a training video at one point, so everybody pay attention.
Could be used for mountaineering as well as canoeing.
That's right. No top rope used here. They're just setting belays as they go. Progress seems to be a little slow right now. I'm kind of surprised.
They just about jogged up the hill the last time.
Did they? This looks like something out of the Red Green show, you know. Gotta be some way to use duct tape in this scene.
The real test is when they ride it back down the same way.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, you can use duct tape. Duct tape yourself into the seat.
That's right. belay.
All
Belay
right.
is on. Climbing.
Now, is this a case where the man in the stern keeps a loose rope?
That's the general technique, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's sort of just the opposite of lining downstream.
Okay. So lining uphill,
Yeah.
you want the bow rope to be nice and tight.
Nice and tight.
And preferably using being reeled in a lot quicker than it is right now. Here we go.
Oh, they're making progress.
Yeah. We're almost reaching the crest of the hill here. All right, we have summited. The bowman has summited. You know, sometimes I think maybe running the rapids would have been a little easier than this.
Well, there would have been more water involved, I think.
I think we'd be done by now. There we go. All right, well done. The gorge and the rapids that we avoided.
It was tasty
It was.
and filling and fast.
That's what we need on a night like tonight.
And it's bug free tonight. Bugs are free, you don't have to pay extra for them.
I noticed there weren't too many in the meal tonight.
No.
Were you trying to short us tonight or what?
Well, we have a little bit of a breeze to keep the bugs away.
Okay. Just feeling like I didn't quite get enough protein.
My recommendation is that we take this XGK and replace it with
Here we are at the end of Aberdeen Lake. It's one of the Inuksuks marking the end of the lake. That's right. Hey, we could
Wait.
we could get makeup in there to just kind of dull that up a little bit.
So you want it like this?
Yeah, that looks real studly. There.
What do you think?
And boy, she really is limping, isn't she?
Huh?
Display the bowl.
Oh.
There you go. It's a heap of fish. Hey Steve, fish is on. Looks like he's dead to the world. Wind's still blowing pretty good. Of course, we've already broken camp, and the minute we broke camp, the wind picked up again, so we're back to being wind blown. Here we are on our windbound day. This is closing the day off. It's been relaxing, tried to get going, but we're having our rum and our peanuts, and Lee has got his kite up in the air. There it is, signaling people from miles around that it's happy hour.
Okay, hints that you've been on a canoe expedition too long when your partner starts to finish your sentences for you. The Ole Lena jokes are funnier the second time around on the same trip. Crew members are more concerned about getting their daily allotment of ibuprofen than their rum. You finally figure out how to efficiently set up your high-tech tent. It takes 4 men to set up a 3-man tent, one usually acting as the foreman. You stifle a gag when you see granola or gorp trail mix. You're actually interested in the bowel habits of your fellow crewers. The only way to get your food clean is to have a match. Your willingness to paddle those extra miles into a headwind increases the closer you get to your final destination. You start to think the members of your party resemble either Ole or Lena. You have to weigh your socks down with rocks when you're in the fall way on their own. You stop trying to remove black flies and mosquitoes from your beverages and actually consider them an essential ingredient in your
Herd of
life.
caribou heading through. Yeah, they're so quiet. They're just sniffing. That's all you hear. A little bit of grunting. It's definitely definitely don't want to come near me. As soon as I stood up, they started heading in the other direction. Some real big holes in here. There's our camp. And we're getting out of the water on the other side. Here's the group that's been separated from the main group that just swam across the river. They're waiting for us to get out of here so they can do their swim, but we'll see who can outweight each other. Keep on. He's on an island.
He's on an island. You can see if we take a lot of pictures of him.
Boy, he's ticked. Lee's coming after him.
ledge, right?
Flat. Yep.
Well, I had my lap full and then some. It actually broke the Velcro.
Yeah, I could feel when we were starting to edge there.
Yeah.
Walking around.
Yeah.
Whew.
Okay. What do you got there, Jim?
We got some fresh caribou. The Inuit fellas met, gave us shoulder cuts, and we're slowly turning it from raw meat here. See that? To steaks and other bits that we'll have for breakfast and dinner tonight, actually, as well.
All right.
So, pretty nice red cuts of meat, very similar to a white-tailed deer. Ooh, and now we have olives to go with it.
Wow.
We'll have a lovely blend of red olives, or green olives, with some dried tomatoes and a lovely sauce of olive oil and perhaps some spices of one sort or another.
All right, looking forward to it.
So it's going to be a nice treat. You know, we haven't had red meat in about 35 days or so, so it'll be good.
All right. Well, how's the chef doing with the steak?
We're doing well.
Wow, that looks great.
Sauteed in olive oil. We have a nice sort of condiment sauce of olives, green olives, and some sun-dried tomatoes.
Okay. Wow.
Can you reach my camera there?
A bit of a
No, the other one. Your other left. Further left.
There's our campsite across the lake. There's the old Anglican church. All right, all 5 5 of you. All right. Need some caribou stew, yeah. One of the local carvers making a nice muskox. Got some power tools and an angle grinder, big file, rasp, do all the fine work. Old canoes underneath the northern store. Looks like half the people that travel up here leave their canoes here for
Bob's gonna be happy we found them.
trips in the future. Here's the old Hudson's Bay store that's now been turned into a visitor center.
Consider anything that walks into camp, you know, in the buys?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Definitely would, yeah.
I'll give you guys a crack.
Right near Lower Gary Lake. This is where Sarah was born.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell them what happened? Where did you meet your wife? Where's Betty from? Huh?
Oh, Steve, you gotta get out of the way. Steve.
Back River area? Where do you know where she is born?
Near Deep Rose Lake.
Here.
Oh, Deep Rose, by Deep Rose, she said.
Gary Lake. Kinakablo natin doon.
At saka kalwang mga
Kung kanino, bigay ko Caloocan.
iya.
That's where my mother was born.
Where was that? What's that? Is that Deep Rose?
No, the time at Deep Rose Lake when Caloocan.
Inda, iya.
You may hear him, but that's where I was born.
You were born there?
Yeah.
How long did you live out there?
Who, us, or
Yeah.
since I was born. Tala mga tapere lang niyo.
Tema.
Ano? Nung namiw daw katala mga ta. In Baker Lake starting in 1958.
So when were you born?
I'm 99 years old.
Yeah, sure.
A few years ago, I went to the States with my brother, and I was wearing, one of us were wearing a homemade something, and a jacket or my calico. a lady came up to me and asked, "Do you have running water?"
We got lots of it.
We have a whole lake.
No, she asked me if we have running water, and I said, "No, we still live in igloos and tents, and we walk to church or go out and play from there."
Pillow yesterday up in my room.
For the last
The whole trip.
month, the whole trip.
Yeah.
Every day, he goes down there in the morning to his canoe, and right on the seat is a stone. Right on his seat.
I think it's the rock ferry.
He thinks one of us is doing it.
It's a rock ferry.
We don't know anything about it. Then he finds one on his pillow in the motel here. So the small white
Are
rock.
you serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tunuyang nigunan hitak to kaya rengan ta iksibaw tani tama sabang
Like this.
kaya susi
Like this one.
da
Here, lift up your chair.
Get out of here.
ano o tukit ba
Ligtana o kanyorit mata.
yo kadwa
Kano ni akidani nagmamata.
Maybe is there some Inuit legend like Sedna or something?
Yeah. Is it Sedna?
No, it's the rock ferry. That's what it is.
maybe you're going to be shitting rocks soon.
Well, we already know that.
We already know that. He tells us about it every
Yeah.
day.
And it explains his disposition, too.
It wasn't quite that
Oh
solid.
yeah.
More like polarized rocks.
Oh, that's great.
That is cool, yeah.
I thought we might not get these water conditions later. You never know if the wind blows up.
Right underneath us there.
Every once in a while you get into the thick of it. It lasts for about 30 seconds.
Got it.
Got it. Great.
Come on. Whoa!
There's like a big dark mark on that one. Like a wound.
On a white whale?
It was a grayish. Well, there was a. Yeah, it's right up here.
We are at low tide at Sloop's Cove. Here's where we had to park the boat. Actually, the boat was in probably about 6 inches of water about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago, and now it's on dry land. And there is the grain elevator across the bay. Churchill. So here's Sloop's Cove. We have our sentry with our bear gun there, standing at attention. This is where Samuel Hearn has etched his signature in the stone. As you can see, the tide is out and our boat is high and dry, so we'll be here for about 4 hours until we get enough water to depart again. So here's some signatures from 1744. 1747. 1760. Ann Wood.
Neat. Samuel Hearn, July 1, 1767. And it looks like it's got some sort of a canoe or a boat or something there, and some big fancy swirly digs below his part of July. Very interesting.
Well, that was exactly to the day, 100 years to the day of Canada's formation as a country, because it was formed in 1867, July 1st.
He was only 16 years old or something like that when he come over here first of all, right?
Yeah, when he first came to America.
Holdsworth, no date on that one.
Stand up and say, "That's it, I quit." I'm sick of this, I quit.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go?
Well, if this guy here was a true Scotsman, he would have pronounced his last name Mingus instead of Menzies.
Mingus.
Mingus.
So the axe means you're a carpenter?
I think it's a stonemason.
It's either
He's trying to draw yours and hang it.
maybe they were having a game of hangman.
Names were scratched out. Was that sort
Probably
of
local graffiti.
okay restoration?
You got some polar bear prints in the sand. Going through the sandy area here. Now that would be a little freaky if I sort of panned up into the rocks here and there's a bear.
Let's put down a pack. That'll be fun.
You have a
Up to
Take it across?
yeah.
Well-
Worth a try.
whalebone.
Can we
Are
get
they going to
an
ask you, do you have any whale parts with you?
You can get.
Only answer direct question, right?
Let's be on the other side.
Okay.
You guys waiting for the bus or something?
Yep, just about here.
Just about here?
Coming in.
Alright, here we are waiting for the tide to come in so we can finally get out of here. Slowly creeping in.
Here's an inscription similar to the one that we have seen on a lot of the people here who worked here were from the it was a very dangerous job. It was gunpowder. The fact that it was gunpowder, blow themselves up. They always got a extra ration of scotch and whiskey to keep them happy.
Was that after or before the blasting?
After.